Good morning, y'all. Excuse. I say this every time, but excuse the appearance right now. I'm on my cardio walk in the morning. Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday. I love me a motherfucking Monday. Moolah Mondays, baby. Let's start this week on, excuse me, I'm breathing hella hard. Let's start this week on a positive note, you know? Always when you reset, I hope y'all, you know, if you watch my last video from Friday, I hope you did take the time to reset and refresh this weekend. Tonight is a super moon, so to my werewolves out there, y'all probably was tired as fuck this weekend. Me too. God damn it. I was super tired. I thought I was sick yesterday. I'm like, why the fuck my head hurt like this? You know what I mean? But I hope you did the necessary things to self-care and recharge your energy. But let's get into it. Let's get into it. So this morning, a poem that I wrote when I was 16 was just in my head as I was walking on my way to drop my son off. And it kept repeating, like, up until I really remember it, because I don't remember the whole thing by heart, unfortunately. And man, that 15, 16-year-old Drees, like, she had bars and she was like hella tapped into her heart space. So like them notebooks I used to be in my 20s reading back what I used to write when I was 15, 14, 16, 17. Like, damn, who hurt you? Shit, you was just on punishment. Chill, chick. But I was asking Spirit, what does this have to do with anything? Like, why is this poem repeating in my head just randomly? And I'm being guided to like kind of break it down. And I started to in a few ways. So we're gonna get into the bar. So this poem is called Distance. So it goes, distance. In an instance, the voice of an angel got my pulse jumping. 3 words reassured the outlook of my future and got my heart pumping. I miss you. Written in the stars in the sky for the world to see. I feel it in my veins, my heart, my soul, even though you're not close to me. Distance is a bitch who I would kill if I had the chance, because I'm longing to hold you close. Because although you may be here, physically you don't appear, and at this time I need you the most. And that was the part that kept replaying. And there's like another part where it's like it's kind of hard to be what you can't touch or see. And equally, we feel the same pain that would be so simple as to gain if it wasn't for the distance between you and me. But I know I had bars, right? real big in my feelings. I had to move away when I was a kid. When I was 15, I had to move to another state. I was actively in connection with my first love, God rest his soul. But, you know, just being taken from everything that I knew was really hard for me to adjust to. When I finally found somebody I felt like loved me, you know what I mean? I had a really rough childhood, so, and I started dating him after my first assault as a teenager, so there's a big codependency on that relationship that I had, I'm not gonna lie. And I love him to this day, you know? But back to that, breaking down the download, I feel it in my veins, my heart, my soul, even though you're not close to me. And then it just, with the title being Distance, so somebody has called something in recently. I don't know if it was over the weekend. I don't know if you're prepping for the moon cycle. Pick your poison, however it may be. There is something that you called in. There is a blessing that you called in. And I, like, when I started breaking it down a little bit with the words, I was thinking of it in a love space, but also with spirit. I feel it in my veins, my heart, my soul, even though you're not close to me. And like, whatever you are calling in, it is in transit. Whatever help that you may need, it is on the way. And I'm hearing God say, rest your worries in my hands. You know what I mean? It's closer than you may think, even though it might not seem that way. It may seem hella far. It may seem, this dream may seem like it is miles away, but you are actually closer to the finish line than you may think. I'm hearing kitty corner. I'm hearing you staring dead at it. Put it where it fits. This could be a love. You know what I mean? This could be you just kind of wrapping up these karmic cycles and really standing on what you really deserve in the love space. And believe it or not, the love that you may feel like is impossible, that person that may seem like it's too good to be true, they looking for you too. You know what I mean? And I got this tarot card. It's the moon. In the deck, it's the card of the moon. But in that picture, it's the moon. And on each side of the moon, there's a white wolf and a black wolf on opposite sides. And they're both howling at the moon. And it's hard to like kind of describe the artwork in this card, right, without like showing it to you guys. But I always see that as two souls calling each other in. You know what I mean? And what you want, and I need you to affirm this and affirm this every fucking day. What you want wants you. You know what I mean? Everything that you desire desires you as well. You know what I mean? And it's gonna take to kiss a few frogs. It's gonna take to let a few motherfuckers go and close a few motherfucking doors for you to align with that calling, with whatever that is, whatever that blessing is. You know what I mean? This could be a habit, this could be a person, this could be a place. You know what I mean? Good morning to everybody in the chat. Good morning to everybody in the chat. I'm sorry I'm not engaging right now, but I'm just trying to get these downloads out. But whatever you called something in, and it's on its way, and that's on period. You know, this could be somebody could be in a long distance relationship. You know what I mean? And like maybe you're having issues with trusting whether it's gonna work out. And I'm hearing is have faith. This could be a plethora of things. So, you know, I got that download out though, but I just like, you know, I don't know who. I mean, y'all probably just gonna have to run the live back once it's posted or whatever. But everything that you desire is desiring you even more. You know what I mean? And like, put your worries in the hands of the divine. I don't, you know, everybody has I'm not religious, period, but like, you know, everybody has their own religious beliefs, spiritual beliefs. Some people don't believe at all. I would highly encourage you to believe in something. Shit, believe in yourself. If you don't believe in God, if you believe in yourself, that's believing in God, God damn it. So close enough, you know. But as this weekend begins, though, we're not about to start this week off worrying about shit. You know what I mean? We are going to begin this week having full faith, having full assurance that everything is working out. Even the things that may seem like they are falling apart, it's because what you want to work out is going to work out. It's in transit. You know what I mean? It's at a distance. You know what I mean? It's not, and a distance can be a block away. A distance could be a motherfucking from the couch to the motherfucking front door. You know what I mean? Distance could be around the corner. Distance can be in another state. You know, like, when it comes down to the ethers, time doesn't exist. You know, time, space doesn't exist. So, with that said, leave your burdens where they are. Leave it in the hands of the divine. And trust that everything is going to be working. Trust that everything is already working out in your favor. And affirm that shit. You know what I mean? Put that shit in the comments. It's already taken care of. These bills are paid. This rent is taken care of. These kids are fed. I'm fed. I'm okay. You know what I mean? Yeah, just make sure that you're protecting your peace. You see, I'm like not really engaging in the commentary because there's always somebody trying to fuck up a positive morning. You know what I mean? Good morning. How you doing? But yeah, we're starting this week off on a positive note. You know what I mean? And if you guys need some help keeping it on a positive note, definitely tap back in with me. Because we always pushing peace, prosperity, positivity, and a bunch of motherfucking pussy power around here. And if you got a problem with me cussing, get the fuck off of my page. The fuck? Fuck. Nigga. I don't know. But it was just a short download this morning. No, I'm about to hit my block and get ready to go do my job, you know what I mean? But I know when I wake up in the morning and things like that, it's hard to, I think a lot of us do battle intrusive thoughts from the gate, you know what I mean? It's just like, why do your mind be trying to sabotage you so much, you know? Like, chill, I'm chilling right now. Why am I thinking about this old ass thing? Why am I worried about this, you know? And I always encourage you guys to check them emotions at the door, check them thoughts at the door. You know what I mean? But like I said, this is a short one. Just have reassurance that everything that you are calling in, whatever it is that you have called in recently, is on its way. You know what I mean? And like I said, this can be in a love space, this can be a business space. This could just be solitude. I'm hearing something that will bring you solitude, something that will bring you peace. You know, it's hard out here. It's hard out here. Dealing with day-to-day shit is hard as fuck. Like, I meditate all morning. I can meditate for an hour. That ain't gonna stop my toddler from waking up and choosing violence. And if you're a toddler parent, you know what I mean. You know, I can meditate and affirm myself all day, but that's not gonna stop these bills from coming. That's not gonna stop, you know, drama happening in the workspace. It's not gonna stop people trying to pick at your character and trying to pick you apart and trying to dilute your energy and trying to dilute your happiness and your peace. You know what I mean? And it's a shame that of all the things that the world is fighting for, you still gotta fight for your fucking peace. As a person of color, we gotta fight for respect and equality and just to be comfortable and not judged and fucking people not being like, you gotta fight against people's prejudices and you know what I mean? Like, it's hard enough. And shout out to my people of color. Shout out to I'm hearing like my trans people as well. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to just everybody who doesn't fit the status quo. Fuck that what they call normal, because that's not even normal. You know? Fuck anybody trying to pick you apart and trying to tell you what you are and what you aren't, because you are and you have been, and that's on period. You know? If you're gonna go to war about anything, go to war for your peace. Go to war about your stability. Go to war about your love. You know what I mean? And leave everything else in the trash where it belongs. Because that's exactly where that shit, like, that's where it belongs. In the fucking trash. You know? But I'm gonna close it out here though, y'all. So I can go handle my business. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Wishing you all the best. I'm gonna probably tap in with y'all a little later and do a reading this afternoon. So fuck with me. And once again, it's your girl Barbie Drees, the talented intuitive, the host of spirituality, leading all you bitches to the promised land, myself included. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. I'll love y'all. Ay.